Hello everyone, I am Ariel with Urbanist, a publication dedicated to exploring the world's cities, its history, food, and culture. And today we are in Smorgasburg in the middle of Prospect Park. It is one of the largest food fairs in all New York City. It started back in 2011 as an offshoot of Brooklyn Flea in Williamsburg. And then they moved over here to Prospect Park to feature it on Sundays. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Darren Wong, and we're about to go check out my booth at Smorgasburg, Raindrop Cake. This is the operation, and yeah, so here you see we make all our raindrop cakes at my kitchen in Greenpoint. So we pack everything in like cold water so that we can transport it, because they're really fragile. We dump out the water and then we plate them on that plate, and we add the side toppings to them. And so the toppings that you see I'm adding right there are coconut milk, it's slightly sweetened, and then nata de coco, which is coconut jelly. And we make about like 800 in a day, I think we can do.
Okay, interesting. And how does it stay in that perfect raindrop shape?
That's agar working its magic. So the more you use, you can get different consistencies. Like the first one I made when I was experimenting, I didn't really know what ratio I was looking for.
Yeah.
And so I just decided to make one, and I put in some agar. And that's really, the ratio of like agar to liquid is actually the ratio is small. So if you put a little bit, it has a big effect. And so my original raindrop cake came out almost like a high bounce ball. It was like really, really rough. You couldn't even, yeah, it wasn't clear. Yeah, I tried. I was like, but then further into, I was like, okay, that's obviously too much agar. And then, as I tried and experiment more, I used less and less agar. And eventually I landed on the consistency that I liked, which was just barely enough to hold it together and clear. So literally I can make a raindrop cake out of anything that I can turn into a liquid.
That's cool. What made you choose ube?
Ube was like instantly one of those things there. I'm like, oh, that's like such an interesting ingredient. I love the flavor, I love the color. And so I had all those elements.
And what made you start Raindrop Cake, just in the very beginning?
I was working in advertising 2 years ago. I think a lot of people in advertising, they have this urge to like want to make things with their hands. And once I had something that looked good, tasted good, I started sharing it with my friends, my roommates. That was a good response. Then I was like, oh, cool, I have something here that I feel like is different, it's new, and people seem to like it. Maybe I can get into Smorgasburg. It was really a long shot, I always read how hard it is to get into Smorgasburg. I forgot like how many applications they got, maybe like hundreds, or maybe even 1,000, but only 24 were accepted this year.
In New York City.
Yeah, and there is a pretty healthy food innovation culture in New York City. There is Ramen Burger, right? The king of Smorgasburg, basically, right? They started a couple years ago, and they have like, and they're still popular. And if you start to talk to a lot of these food vendors, you start to see a lot of similar pattern. Like myself, it's like they weren't chefs. They didn't have years and years of experience running a restaurant. They had a food idea, and they applied to Smorgasburg, they got in, and all of a sudden they got a business that they can run, profitably. So yeah, people ask me if I'm going to open a store. Like I think I've always just not really given it that serious thought of doing one, because it doesn't seem right for me. I feel like the food market scene is really where Raindrop Cake flourishes, attracting people with the free Kool-Aid, which I thought was a nice trick. Oh yeah, look at it, it's heated.
We used to work together. Yeah. So at 360i, we were both on AB Index.
And he used to always show me like his blog with about food and like recipes and stuff. And so when I got it, I was like,
it's called showmeyourbreast.com.
Oh, that's serious. That's amazing.
We're at 99 Eats. My name is Darrell Smith. I make chicken meatballs with OG sauce. The OG sauce is literally my special thing. It won best sauce in Brooklyn last year, actually.
Oh, wow.
And then I have a sauce called West Philly Shad's vodka sauce, which is named after my grandfather.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then
actual vodka inside?
Yes, it's a vodka sauce. He used to sneak vodka under the basement steps, so I named it after him because of that. So yeah, and then I have a pesto. So I got a few sauces out. So sauces are the specialty, and meatballs are like secondary and go well with them.
Oh, nice. And what's how do you get the chicken into a meatball? Like have it so well tender, like very tender as a regular meatball?
Well, if I tell you, I gotta kill you. But the secret is love, man. You gotta love your food. If you don't love it, then like it shows. Like when people eat it, they don't taste that extra. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say just love, and then like I've been making meat. Oh yeah, the sauce definitely. So the way to do it is you gotta simmer your meatball in the sauce. And if you do that, then it'll infuse it with the flavor and the juiciness of it. So yeah, now I gotta kill you, but yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay. How's been the reception so far?
Oh, it's been awesome today.
Year at Smorgasburg?
So this is my second year. This is my second. Yeah. So last year we actually did Smorgasburg only at the Williamsburg location. This is our second year. Today we've actually sold out of the OG sauce, which is spectacular, and the jerk sauce is almost gone. So.
Okay, we got
hurry.
Now.
Yes.
All right.
Enjoy, man.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
All right.
Bon appétit.
Hey, bro.
Inoubliable, le signe de la musicalité.